Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to my channel, Autumnmoonthemage. This is going to be a general message for Capricorn in regards to love. It is general, so it might not resonate with you, and if you were drawn to the video, then there might be a message here for you. But if the storyline itself doesn't fit, I ask you not to force it. Just take what resonates with you and leave the rest, as they say. Capricorn, we're going to start out first by drawing a card from the Moonology Oracle deck to try to get an overall view of this connection between you and somebody else. Can we please get a message for Capricorn? Can we please get an image of the overall situation for Capricorn in regards to love, please? Can we get a card for Capricorn? You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. I'm going to read the message out of the book and then we'll move on to tarot cards. You and your loved ones are safe. Okay, it says, there's a new start coming in your private life. Something is rising up in connection with the people and places you hold dearest. This can be to do with a member of your family, a flatmate, or moving house. If you're hoping to move forwards with something special in your private life, this card comes to you as a message that you can do it. If you've been neglecting your family, it's time to reconnect with them. If you've been neglecting yourself, you need to take better care of yourself and nurture yourself more. If your insecurity is holding you back, that's something for you to work on now. Doing so could bring your heart's desire. Could bring you your heart's desire. So, you and your loved ones are safe, and you need to focus on, well, things that you've been neglecting, it sounds like. So, we're going to start first with the True Black Tarot. That's what this is called. We're going to look at how you feel about the person you're connecting with, how they feel about you. And then we're going to clarify those cards. This deck is very pretty. The art is gorgeous. But my goodness, is it hard to shuffle. It hurts my poor little fingers. My thumbs hurt from shuffling this deck all week. But anyway, let's take a look at you, Capricorn. How do you feel? How does Capricorn feel about the person that they're connecting with in regards to love? How does Capricorn feel about this person? Wow. I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong. It says Anant, okay? And I'm going to actually pull the deck and read to you what it says about this card because it's particular to this deck. It's not like a every tarot deck kind of card. So we'll read the meaning together. Can I please get, okay. Well, is that? Well, it's 3 cards, so we'll take it. 4 total, which is okay. We get the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords is a card indicating pain or betrayal, okay? And this came up in your reading last week, like a feeling of betrayal that wasn't intended to be that way, so, and kind of it coming out. But anyway, I just remember that. But the Ten of Swords is about pain and betrayal sometimes. In this particular deck, though, which is funny, because last week we were talking about that possible betrayal, but in this deck, with this bird sitting up here, with the sun behind it, I don't know, it feels more like a hopeful card. Like, yes, there's been pain, but there's still some hope, like there's still some glimmer there, you know, because this one bird has survived this obvious, like, I don't know. There's a lot of dead birds in this picture, but this one is standing standing alive, standing strong on the top of that sword, and I don't know. It makes me feel like there's hope to the situation. So possibly there's been pain, but also hope. we'll clarify though those cards, obviously. The Strength card, which is Leo, you might be dealing with the Leo, but the Strength card here, it talks about having courage, okay? And sometimes strength to um, strength over ourselves. I kept thinking restrict ourselves, but it's not that. It's not necessarily being like restricting ourselves, but definitely um, controlling ourselves, okay? But strength is about courage and about having that control, having that ability, and also about having everything you need to do those things. You can be confident because you have everything it takes to do whatever it is you're looking to do, okay? But the Strength card will go ahead and clarify that as well. And then the Six of Swords, which is moving to calmer waters, moving out of chaos into calm. It can also be a card of travel. In this card, I don't know, can you see those little boats down there? It's not really focusing on the card, it's focusing on my hand. See those little boats traveling through the fog, through the mist, And this card is about moving out of that and into clarity. So some piece of information might be needing to come out, or this might just be, moving out of rocky waters into calm waters. But we'll clarify that. Let's go ahead and take a look at how this person feels about you. How does this person Capricorn's connecting with feel about them? How does this person feel about Capricorn? How does this person feel about Capricorn? We get the Magician, which is Gemini and Virgo energy. You might be dealing with one of those signs. That's manifesting something, but that's also, like the Strength card, that person has everything they need to accomplish what they're trying to accomplish. We also get the King of Wands here, which is fire energy. So again, that's more Leo, but also Aries and Sagittarius. One more card, please, for the person connecting with Capricorn. How do they feel about Capricorn? How does this person feel about Capricorn, please? While shuffling here, I'm suddenly thinking about another tarot reader who I enjoy quite a bit, but I haven't watched recently. His name is Dash in Between, I believe. Dash. But when he reads, I don't know, there's something very calming about him the whole time he's reading. And maybe that's something I needed to point out. I'm not sure, but it came to mind. There are a lot of cards here. Dang it. How dare you give me so many cards? We'll take them, but we're going to have to make some room. So we got the Magician. We've got the King of Wands. We also get the Fool, which is a new beginning, all right? It's diving into a new situation without looking, okay? So we get the Fool, which is Aries energy. This is so interesting because we get the Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy, and this is about balance and peace and healing, okay? And the reason why this is interesting to me is because we have the King of Wands here, which is fire energy, which is Aries, Leo, which is the Strength card here, and Sagittarius, which is the Temperance card here. So it's like all fire energy filling this reading. And then we get the Ten of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment. It's feeling at home with someone, feeling like you can openly express yourself, they can express themselves. It's like a family kind of feeling, like a person is your your home and your family. Okay, we're going to clarify those, but like I said, first we need to read about that one card in their deck, in their book, because it is not a card that's in other tarot. So let's go ahead and read about it. Okay. I believe it's at the end of their major arcana. Yes, it is. So it says here, and it refers to the never-ending, eternal, and exempt. While all other temporal beings enter existence, grow, and then die, and it exists outside of these constraints and rules. It has been and always will be a core concept shared by other world religions. Laying in the center of this card is a fetus, an the intermediary between the ending and beginning of the major arcana, representing the cyclical nature of eternity. Around it coils the snake known in Sanskrit text as Anant Shisha, usually depicted with 5, 7, or 1,000 heads. Shisha, a term used to identify the remainder in mathematics, is that which exists when all else ceases. In Hinduism, Shisha was given the task of supporting the world atop himself, which he does until this day. When the end of the universe draws near, Anant will manifest 11 Rudras, or storm gods, to bring about the end of the universe so that a new one may take its place. Wow. So, a couple things stand out to me. One, that's a fetus, okay, which might have something to do with a child. All right, that stands out to me here. And then also, I mean, this is something that exists outside of everything else. So I feel like as far as feelings go, um, like this connection is set apart from everything else, right? I mean, all of life is happening around it, but it is set apart. It's not going to be affected by all of that. It's going to be constant. It's forever. That's the message that's coming through for me. But yeah, let's go ahead and clarify now with, I'm using the Prisma Visions Tarot to clarify. Can you please clarify the Anant card for us? For how Capricorn feels? We get the Empress and the Seven of Cups. It just keeps popping up. It just keeps coming up in my mind. But the Empress is often in some decks a pregnant woman. Okay, so there might be something here having to do with children or a baby or something along those lines, especially with both of these cards popping up here. But the Empress is a new beginning. It's not just the new beginning. It's something that we give life to. Okay, the Empress gives life to things, so it's something that's being born. All right. The Empress also represents someone who is uh, very beautiful, okay, and nurturing. It's someone that we think of as, I mean, if like yin and yang, it's one side of that, okay? So if you are one side, then this would be your other half. Do you know what I mean? But with the Seven of Cups being here, I don't feel like this is choices, okay? Because Seven of Cups often comes up as choices, but in this situation, I'm reading this as um, kind of elevating things. In the Seven of Cups, sometimes we're not seeing things clearly because we're putting things up on a pedestal, all right? And Both of these cards are very very strong cards. Like I said, what I was getting from the book there was that this is saying like that you put this connection to this like on its own in its own little box over here, and nothing can touch it, which is not a bad thing. I mean, that's protecting it for sure, but it's maybe also not um, being realistic, because there's all of these things around us that do affect us. And so it might be just that you're elevating this connection and this person, and not looking at the truth of the situation. Okay, let's take a look at that Ten of Swords, which again I really feel is in this deck gives me a sort of sense of hope, because there has been pain for sure, definitely, but but there's a new dawn, and we'll move forward, and yeah, we'll move forward from whatever this is. Page of Pentacles and Wheel of Fortune. So the Page of Pentacles is an offer of stability, okay, and commitment and dedication. And the Wheel of Fortune is saying that it can be about timing, because the wheel is constantly turning, and when is it the right moment? When is the wheel up? When is it going to, when are things working in my favor, kind of thing, because the wheel is constantly turning. It's also a feeling of feeling lucky. And I think that this is what this is saying with that Ten of Swords being there, is that things are looking up, like things are going to improve. The wheel is turning. And so you're moving forward with this commitment and this dedication. But, and like looking for those brighter days, which are coming. They definitely are. Let's take a look at the Strength card. Please clarify this. Please clarify the Strength card. The Five of Pentacles. That's feeling left out. That's feeling cast out, feeling neglected. Let me see here. Can I get more information on the Strength card? The Five of Cups. The Knight of Wands. Okay, with these two cards, both of these cards indicate that you're hurt. I mean, sometimes in the Five of Pentacles, it very much feels like it's a choice you're making. But in this one, I don't feel like this is a choice. I don't think that you're standing outside of that window, outside of that building by choice. You feel like you've been cast aside, like maybe not necessarily from this relationship, but from something. Something has made you feel like, yeah, like you are put away from everybody else. And this, with the Five of Cups here, there's disappointment and sadness, and a focus on the negative, okay? A focus on what's making you sad. But with the Strength card, that's trying to pull through. Like you feel like this is happening to you, but you're trying to give almost like you won't let it bring you down, even though it is clearly bringing you down. You're trying to fight against that energy. With the Knight of Wands here, that's wanting to move towards something with passion. Like you want to move passionately forward, and in spite of feeling these things, and you're using the strength to give yourself courage and to give yourself the, well, the strength to move forward. I really want to focus on the fact that the strength card, in this card, we really have everything we need. Whatever has happened, okay, you have the ability to move forward with it. I mean, you have everything you need to move forward. You have everything you need to get yourself out of this. If this is what you're feeling, you can definitely move out of that. If you're in, for some reason, this card is making me feel like you have an idea of how you can do this. You have an idea of how you'll be able to move forward, and you should embrace that spark. Like, let's take a look at the Six of Swords. That is you wanting to move into clarity and into calm. And you're being told here that you're safe. You and your loved ones are safe. You're safe to make that journey. You're safe to go, to move yourself into that calm. Can you please clarify the Six of Swords for us for how Capricorn feels in this connection? The Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. See, this is, you want to move into this stability again. There's something, I feel like something has happened that is making you feel like it definitely unsettled this feeling. Okay, if you're already in this connection, then it unsettled this feeling of family. And if you're not already in this connection, then something happened in your life that like made you feel like this would be hard for you to get. Okay, like this would be hard for you to achieve. All right, but it's not. It's definitely not. And the card there indicates that you are safe, and so is your family. This is a card about family. Okay, and having all of those things that we need in this life, all of those things that we want in this life, those tangible things, which include people, but also money and career and things like that, like things we need in our house and all of that. Anyway, it's you want to move out of the fog into the clear and move back towards this unit, this like family, peaceful family situation. Let's take a look at that. The Empress card, by the way, it came up over here, is Taurus energy, so you might be dealing with the Taurus. Can you please clarify the Magician for us? Look at that. Ten of Cups, which is already showing up here for them. This is how they feel about you, this Ten of Cups, this emotional fulfillment, this emotional stability, okay? And they are trying to manifest this for you as well. They want both of you to have this feeling, this Ten of Cups. They want that and so they're working on trying to create that for you. Let's take a look at the King of Wands there. Please clarify the King of Wands. There's three major arcana on their side here, with the Magician, the Fool, and the Temperance here, the Sagittarius. But major arcana, those are things that are meant to be a part of our lives, okay? Whatever this situation is, whatever they're experiencing with you, whatever they're going through with you, they were meant to experience that, and they were meant to share that with you. That's what so many major arcana in their reading like indicates. Okay, sorry, I need to focus. Can we please get clarification on the King of Wands? The Magician. The King of Wands is someone who's very confident. It's someone who's very they're driven, you know, they are inspired. And with this King of Wands, we get the Magician again. This is them really stepping up. They're trying to manifest what they want from this situation with you. Like they're trying to manifest this possibly new beginning and this healing and this emotional fulfillment with you. Let's take a look at the Fool. Not many cards are coming out in clarification, which I don't think is a terrible thing. I know as a viewer of tarot readings, I like for there to be clarification cards because I like to see a more in-depth reading, but also I don't want to force the cards, so I shuffle as many as want to come out, and that's just what it is. So they don't have a lot to clarify on this part. I think that's because the message here is already so clear. This person is they're trying to manifest this with you, this new beginning, this healing, and this emotional fulfillment. They feel they feel inspired and confident that they can do this, you know. They do definitely have all the tools and they're working on it. They're going to restore the balance. If something has gone wrong here, like with that Ten of Swords, then they definitely are trying to fix that. Okay, let's take a look at the Fool. Can you please clarify the Fool? We get the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Okay, the Knight of Swords is someone who's charging forward, very determined, very focused on where they're headed. And the Ace of Swords, this is a new beginning, but it's also, it represents truth, okay, and information and a message and clarity. So with this new beginning, they're definitely very determined to come forward and with like open communication and express something, say something to you that needs to be said, something that they need to express. Let's take a look at the Temperance. Can you please clarify the Temperance card? Please clarify the Temperance card. The Fool, again. The Three of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles. That is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. Look, they want this new beginning with you. That's what that Fool represents, which again is Aries energy. But the Fool is a new start, okay? And it's jumping into that new start, leaping into it. Something that they just want to pour themselves into. And that something is this Three of Pentacles. This is working together and collaboration, building something together. They want to jump into this. They're very, very dedicated with that Knight of Swords there. They want to jump in and they want equal give and take. The Six of Pentacles is about, it's generosity, but generosity from both sides, okay? It's both of you giving to each other and the feeling of just things being balanced and equal because you're both just being generous with each other. I might think, I possibly feel that the Six of Pentacles is one of the best cards in the deck because really it's about just being generous. That's what it's about. And if we could all just be generous with each other, that would I feel like there's no reason really for us not to be generous with each other. And so generous with our thoughts and generous with, maybe we don't have the money to be generous with, but you could be generous in other ways. And so anyway, that's just offshoot. That's an obsession of mine. But anyway, so this is really beautiful to me. And it paired with the Temperance card, that's patience and healing and balance. And they're, they want, they want this with you and they're willing to take the time. They're willing to help with the healing process, okay? Let's take a look at that Ten of Cups. Please clarify the Ten of Cups for me. Please clarify the Ten of Cups. Judgment, which is also a reconciliation card, but with Judgment, it's forgiveness and acceptance. I really feel like there's something that has happened here, and last week felt this way too. Like there was something that had happened between you and the person you're connecting with, which last week's reading and this week's reading does not have to be um like, wow, I hate when I forget words. Directed at a specific person or anything along those lines. Just because one reading resonated doesn't mean this one has to too. But anyway, Judgment, that's forgiveness and acceptance. And in forgiving and accepting, we set ourselves free so that we can experience this Ten of Cups. Because if we're holding on to something, if we're angry about something, if we regret something, if we are hurt by something and we hold on to those emotions, it stops us from accepting this Ten of Cups into our life. Okay? We have to set ourselves free from the past. We have to set ourselves free from disappointments and regrets and forgive ourselves for those things. It's okay. It happened. It's in the past. And um, yeah, it's in the past. Or it's what has happened now if it's in the present. I mean, it's what's happening. Accept it and forgive yourself, forgive other people, and move forward. This is all really beautiful energy. Truly, Capricorn, whoever you're dealing with here. And I feel like the main point for you to get from this reading is that you are safe. You're safe to experience this however you're experiencing it. You and the people you love, you are all here together. Whatever it is you need to focus on, whatever it is you've been neglecting, it's okay. Go ahead and focus on it. Take the time for it, okay? I'm gonna draw um, oracle messages. The first one's gonna be from the Queen of the Moon, right? Queen of the Moon Oracle deck. I'm also going to draw one from the Witch's Oracle deck. And I'm going to do one other one because this is a Capricorn reading. That's my best friend. She's a Capricorn. I don't know if this reading applies to her, to be honest, but she says the Notes from the Universe is her favorite. So we'll draw a card for you guys from that one too because she says it's her favorite. So you guys get it. Can we please get advice for Capricorn in regards to this connection? Advice for Capricorn in regards to this connection, please. Okay. The card that comes through is number 10, which is discernment. Card number 10, discernment. Let me read that for you. Take care in your choices now. Look carefully and judge wisely. There may have been something difficult to see, something that has been obscured but now has been revealed to you. Examine it closely. That's really interesting because, like I've been saying, whatever it is that you need to take time to focus on, like that you need to figure out, it's okay to do that because you're safe to do it. You know, this situation is safe. It's very safe. So anyway, let's continue. When you get some years on you, hopefully the time you spend moving and choosing upon the earth brings you some kind of wisdom. Some of that wisdom will be bred of hindsight and perspective. All of us, if we are engaged in life, make good decisions and poor ones. Sometimes we make spectacularly bad ones. All of us get hurt, hurt others, learn, forget, fall over again, get up. But hopefully, we grow, we change. We are able to spot where our sore points are and fix them if we so choose. We are able to take a good long look at what is painfully reoccurring in our lives and deal with it. Yes, baby, deal. The secret here is discernment, real discernment, really making it a priority to take time to ensure acuteness of judgment. Really look at the fine print before you buy. Instead of taking things on face value or rushing into surface judgments, take your sweet time to form friendships and business relationships. Put your energy output into perspective, looking at evidence instead of only just believing. feel and act when you are being trodden upon or having your boundaries overstepped or when something doesn't quite feel kosher. Ask clarifying questions and really listen to the answers offered. Then act on the reality. That is growth. That is real pattern busting. That is the gathering of wisdom. Also, I just remembered that this came out in the Gemini reading. So you might have Gemini in your charts, or you might be dealing with a Gemini. Or maybe it doesn't have anything to do with you, but it did come out in the Gemini reading. We're going to draw a card from the Witch's Oracle deck. These cards give you a message, and then they also give you an incantation, which you're supposed to say out loud. I generally do it like 3 times or more, however many times it takes for you to feel like you've connected with that energy and with that focus, all right? But let me draw the card for you. Can we please get a message for Capricorn? Advice in regards to this connection, in regards to the situation they're facing. The owl is the card we get. Owl. It says, owls symbolize wisdom, the ability to see things that are hidden. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Doesn't that connect with that discernment? I mean, it says something that wasn't clear before is now going to be clear, and to use your discernment. Anyway, sorry. Owls symbolize wisdom, the ability to see things that are hidden, omens, deception, observation, and total truth. Trust your intuition at this time. Pay attention to what is going on in your world, and you will not only instinctively know what to do to solve those issues that have been weighing heavily on your mind, you will be able to see and bring about things that are yet to come. The incantation, it says, Great Owl, I trust in thee to unmask the things I cannot see. Give me the insight to fix what needs mending and bring about a happy ending. One more time. Great Owl, I trust in thee to unmask the things I cannot see. Give me the insight to fix what needs mending and bring about a happy ending. All right, one more card. Only for the Capricorns. From Notes from the Universe. Can we please get a message for Capricorn in regards to this connection, advice for them, for this situation that they find themselves in? Message for Capricorn. She actually picked all of the decks for this reading this week. She picked all of them. The True Black deck, the Prisma Visions, this one here, she really likes when you lay all the cards of one suit or one, like, why am I not thinking of the word, but like all of the fire cards, if you lay them, all the wands together, they make a giant image, which is really cool. If you don't have this deck, you might look into it because it's really neat. But anyway, they're her favorite decks. She really likes the images here, but this is her favorite oracle deck, the Notes from the Universe. So the message that came out is, you're being watched by loving eyes. What if you're actually an ancient gladiator of love and joy who agreed to visit Earth during these primitive years to spark some new thinking, share a few smiles, and help others discover they too are awesome? Just saying. P.S. Up for a joust? Of course, with the rubber thingies. Anyway, that's a funny card. But what if you are actually an ancient gladiator of love and joy? I got this card as a oracle message of the day, like last week sometime. And what a fun concept. What if you are actually an ancient gladiator of love and joy? You are here to defend love and defend joy. You are here to fight for it and bring it into the lives of other people. So smile, share those smiles, share that love, share that joy. That's a great message. Anyway, that's what I have for you today, Capricorn. I hope that the message resonated with you. I hope it brought you some kind of clarity. I hope you made it all the way to this point. But anyway, thank you for watching. Um, remember to move forward with positive thinking and hope, because we draw in the things that we think and the things we believe that we can have. So start with hope, build it to, faith, and then belief and knowing. So good luck with that. Thank you again for watching. I hope that I see you here again in the future.